I'm Frank Spencer. I'm the Deputy Chair of Civic Engagement.
Healthcare, money in politics.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us what exactly is the process that you are taking, the DNC is taking to make this actually happen?
The process we're taking to make this happen. Well, we've been making it happen for the last 3 months or so, actually more like 6 now, but it's a long process where the first step is simply informing people about where we're going, what we're doing. We're going to be supporting the candidates with the positions that we have we have adopted. There are positions from a time when we were more reliably winning elections. So the positions we're taking, we are supporting candidates with them.
We read the new deal. Mm-hmm. You know, it sounds good.
The better deal.
But the better deal. But the people, basically, we talk to a lot of people in the streets, and they say we don't buy it because they've been saying that for a long time.
Right.
What's going to be the difference this time?
Part of that was our communication. When we announced the better deal last week, I have to say we did not do a fantastic job of explaining what it was really about. There was a lot of, it came off as rather standard sort of Democratic Party verbiage, attempting to be populist sounding, but it did not communicate how truly progressive the platform actually is, and how vote winning and election winning it will be. We've been mired for a while in a kind of language trap at the Democratic Party, where we've been using more and more words to explain less and less. We're coming out of that because we're actually achieving some substance here. We're actually reaching into our past platforms, into our past traditions, rather, and developing platforms that people are going to be interested in. And so we're able to actually speak in a much plainer way, but it might be a bit of a curve. There might be a bit of a learning curve here.
Right. Now, will the DNC be prepared to make a big announcement that effective X day, they are no longer taking big money from corporations to influence to influence the campaigns?
The DNC already, in the DNC proper, we are already not taking corporate donations. For campaigns, that's going to be a phase-in process where we are going to move people from candidates from the model of the Democratic Party, the DNC, etc., in the past decades of soliciting large donations from individual entities to a more broad-based kind of smaller donations, much more across the board, which is a much more honest way to do it. It actually reflects what people want, and not just a few people, but the millions that you need for that to work. We saw that approach to fundraising working on both sides of the fight this election. People were fired up by passion, and they gave money that rivaled the treasuries of the other candidates and outstripped them, in fact. And we know that can work. We're going to be phasing this in. We don't know how exactly. We don't know all the details. But over the next months, I think you're going to see some changes.
One last question here. We saw the independent Bernie Sanders turn to Democrat, and he literally brought in millions of new people to the Democratic Party.
Right.
What is the Democratic Party prepared to do to bring in those millions of people that they continue to reject? In the opinion of Bernie Sanders groups that we have talked to, they feel that DNC has not welcomed them, their ideas, and what is the DNC prepared to do to welcome them, to bring them in, to look at their progressive ideas and say this is working. You said earlier today that they recognize that is something that the vast majority of the people really want.
Yeah, this is what we've discovered with our own outreach. So we've been speaking to thousands of people with focus groups and town halls, and this is a sort of continuation of that as we learn and figure out how to do things. We've seen this sort of thing in the national polls. I'm going to say we've begun reading polls. We've actually seen what people on our side of the political spectrum, what solutions people want that are on our side of the political spectrum. The people can be on either side of the political spectrum, identify as whatever they want. Even a lot of Trump voters, as I mentioned again and again, are in favor of a lot of very progressive solutions to things. By observing that, by seeing what people really want, we're going to be accepting people. That's, by definition, welcoming people with those opinions into our ranks. And we've also got a lot of outreach going on, not only this sort of in the flesh outreach or through the media, but also conversation. Like there's the one taking place on Twitter now, DNC Takeback hashtag. There's ways that we're exploring. We're not so great at social media yet, but we're exploring those ways as well of engaging the public and finding out what people want and building a constructive national sort of dialogue, but infusing the words national dialogue with actual meaning, rather than the kind of rote, populist sounding phrase that it's been.
Well, thank you for talking to us. We really appreciate it. Again, we here in Pasadena. Thank you.
Thank you.